back, everybody. Bearded Griller. Been a little bit on a slider kick lately. Today we're going to smoke some pork belly, turn it into sliders. I had an 11-pound full pork belly, skin on. I took half of it here, and we're going to do half skin on, half skin off. And when we get it done, I'm going to crisp this up, get some of those nice cracklings, go along with our food. So I went ahead and I scored these, about 1-inch squares, got these ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to take this off. I'm going to work for a corner here. I'm just going to kind of slip it in underneath, nice sharp knife, work my way over to the other side, pull it out. Now if you can see that, I've got the skin and a corner working here. And I'm just going to gently pull back along that, run my knife. Just keep working that back and forth. Careful not to cut into the meat itself on the belly. And that's how you take the pork skin off. Got a few little holes. Doesn't look like I left any pieces. Probably not my best work, but definitely not my worst. Don't throw this away. We're going to make something out of that later. For all other intents and purposes, we're going to treat this just like we would a pork butt. I'm going to put a few score marks on this one too, just to help get through some of this fat, see if we can get a little flavor down a little deeper. We're going to be smoking this about 225. I'm going to start with about 3 or 4 hours, see what kind of color we got on it, and then we'll probably wrap it in some foil if it looks like it needs it. I expect the total cook to take somewhere around 6-7 hours. Alright, now hit that up with a little mustard. I'm really trying to get in all these nooks and crannies. We're going to go nice, low, and slow today. Really try to get a lot of this fat to render out so we're left with just that delicious pork bite. Just got some simple JB's Fat Boy rub. Salt and pepper would work just as good for this. Not looking for anything super overpowering, just a good something that accentuates the flavor of the pork. Alright, I'm going to let these sit for about 30-45 minutes. Let everything get good and tacky. I'll get the smoker fired up. See you guys outside. Alright, here we go. About 30 minutes. Got these guys nice and tacky looking. I'll throw that guy right over here, skin side up. And we're going to go fat side up today too. Looks good. Come back and check on these in about 3 hours, maybe 4. We'll see how they look. I'll come out and check on them every 2 or so, make sure we're getting the color we want. See you guys in a little bit. And right at about 4 hours, got a nice color on them as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and pour in just a little bit of moisture. I'm going to wrap them up in foil and trying to render some more of this fat out. There we go. Let me get these covered up tight with foil, and I'll see you guys in a few more hours. Alright, it's been about 2.5 hours letting these guys braise. Been probing them, sliding it out real nice. Temperature's been about 195, somewhere in there. I don't want to go too much more because I'm hoping to slice these. I don't want to pull them. Ooh. Those look good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw them back on. I'm going to leave this guy dry because I'm going to throw him back up underneath the broiler, try and crisp up this skin. But I want to throw it back on for just a couple minutes. Let it dry out a little bit. And this guy, I'm going to coat just a little bit of sauce and try and get some caramelization on it. Let me get that spread out. Let the oven get preheated. It's about 20 minutes on here, maybe 30 minutes, 250. Let this sauce set like a nice glaze. And we'll get that skin toasted underneath the oven. See you guys in a little bit. 550 degree broiler. Under there for about 30 seconds. We'll get this going and try to crisp up that skin without lighting the house on fire. I let that get a nice glaze on it. I threw this guy underneath the broiler, set the smoke alarm off, but you can hear it. That's a nice crack ones on top. So, got a King's wine roll split in half already. A little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's. Shoot a little of that top and bottom. Alright, get a little slice of this. Oh man, that's going to be good. One more. Go that way with that one. Let's get a little bit of the cracklings. Oh man, I don't know if you guys can see that. That is just like, it's candy. Now, let's hit that with a dab of our mango coleslaw. Oh man, this is gonna be good. See if I can keep this together for a bite. Get back here, you go on top. Mmm. I don't even know where to begin. That is fantastic. It melts in your mouth. You get a little bit of crunch from the cracklings on top of the other one. The freshness of that mango coleslaw. The sweetness from the barbecue sauce and the roll. Wow. If you guys want to try anything, try smoking a pork belly. See you next time. Bearded Griller.